Yeah, Taddy Moore is on bass and vibes, which you will hear. Ernest Ranglin on guitar, Winston Turner, which became my first trumpeter. That's him here now on trumpet. And Lowell Thomas on drums, and also a guy named George Winder on drums. Lowell Thomas is drums for the Caribs. Used to play double traps. Yeah. And he was one of the original recorders of ska music, you know.
Oh, really? In what sense? You just happened to be there in the studio?
No. The Caribs.
Oh, yeah.
With Peter Studdard and guitarist Dennis Sindrey. Yeah. They recorded for Chris Blackwell. With the early Island records, they did the early recordings of Laurie Aitken. That's early scare.
Okay. You told me a story a few years ago of how you were with Coxsone, probably a Federal.
I thought it was a Federal, yeah.
Okay, and with the pre-Scatolites, before the Scatolites were the Scatolites.
Right.
And Coxsone was saying, do it on the offbeat. Do it on the offbeat.
Right.
He was describing it. So if you could do me the pleasure, could you take your guitar and kind of recreate that moment?
All right. So what it was, he said, like, we want a heavy offbeat sound. I said, okay, well, no problem. I go, that's heavy offbeat. He said, no, that's not it, man. He said, it's got to be sharper. I'm trying to find the right. So it's got to be sharper, and so I went, okay, well, what about no, he said, that's not the sound. He said, try something else. I said, well, what about this? And I went, he said, that's it, right? Ska. And that's it, like you say, the whole sequence was coming on the upbeat instead of the downbeat, right? Instead of going, and the thing was, like you say, I'd never heard it before. I think Coxsone had probably done it with Jar Jerry or somebody else, right? But that was the first time I ever heard it. That was the first time I recorded it. And I don't know whether it was the first. I don't think so, though. But it was probably one of the first.
And you were a Federal, you feel?
I was at Federal, I'm sure of that.
And it was Coxsone telling you this? Or
yes,
asking
Coxsone.
You this?
Coxsone, and somebody was with him. I can't remember who it was, but it was Coxsone and somebody else. There's two of them.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And who were the other musicians in the studio?
Would have been the usual Dizzy Moore on trumpet, Roland Alfonso or Tommy McCook on tenor, Lester Sterling on alto, Lloydie Brevett on bass, Lloyd Nibbs on drums. Piano, I don't know, because piano used to change a lot. He used to use Theophilus Beckford sometimes. I can't remember the piano players. Etc.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
But that's an old, it's actually an old Western song called Am I Losing You?